So I think we're all ready. So soften your knees, really focus your intention, connecting in with Gaia, with Mother Earth, and drawing in, take a deep breath. Thank you, Gaia. Thank you, Gaia. And then thank you, Gaia. Then ever so softly bring your hands up and drawing in a breath. Thank you, dear Creator. And drawing in another breath. Thank you, dear Creator. Drawing in another breath. Thank you, dear Creator. And have your hands facing each other. Feel that energy, that beautiful energy build within your hands. And take a deep breath. And as you exhale, we give the intent to have peace within our body. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, our intention is peace within the body. And then gently bring those hands back in. Take a deep breath. And we give the intention for peace within the body. And then softly bring those hands back in. You may even wish to put your hands on your heart. And I invite you to sit down and keep that sensation, that feeling, that connection. As you sit down, I invite you to close your eyes. Maintain that rhythm of breathing, where you're breathing in and breathing out. And feel that peace within the cells of your body. And it is a peace that radiates out from you. It's generated from within because mastery is within. It is where everything is generated, and this beautiful communication we'll have with Kryon, it's coming from the inside of your cells. And so in this beautiful, peaceful countenance, we invite the loving messages from Kryon.
Greetings, dear ones. I am Kryon of Magnetic Service. This particular channel, at the close of this day and the close of this meeting, is for those here. Eventually, it will be listened to by many people who would expect perhaps another channeling of information specific to a theme. But it's not that way. The message is for those of you in the chairs. So many times the questions have been asked after a meeting like this, where those who have presented have gone quickly with so much information. And it happens again tomorrow. And some have asked, how do we treat this kind of thing? Where you are fed information that perhaps you didn't expect, that is beyond what you thought could even be. Tomorrow there will be a validation of some things you didn't expect are here already. The teacher Greg told you that some of the world's most pressing problems have already been solved. There is a quickening, dear ones. For all of those of you who sit in the chairs, you should hear this. a quickening of what is available on the planet. This is a battle of dark and light. Are you surprised that there are those who would like to sequester it now, who don't want the light to come bursting out from those even sitting in the chairs? And it's true. There are those right now on this planet invested in keeping things from the light. And you're going to see more of it. And that is what you're experiencing, that sometimes is so perplexing, that's made so much of a change on this planet. But what about you? Sitting here right now. I know all of you. Every single one. I speak to you from a place that is inconceivable. When you were young and you were told about God, one of the things that was universal was that God could listen to 1 billion prayers and know every single one of them and the heart from which they came. Hard to imagine, is it not? That there is some kind of a creative source, a loving source that knows you so well that 1 billion of you can speak at the same time and God hears you. From that stance, I say, I know you. Not the Kryon knows you, but the source of which I emanate knows you. You're here in the chairs and you either believe these things or you don't. That there's something larger than that which you have been told about God. In any classroom of any church, of any group of individuals, you have no idea. And that is what is bursting out of even some of you. That is what brings you to the chair when you say, I want to know more. And it's not necessarily more about the science or that which is coming, but it's more about you. What is it right now that you could learn or you could know or you could be that you would leave differently than you came? And perhaps it is perception, but more than that, what if you were here to receive what I'm about to give you? If you are ready, an infusion of love and compassion that might change the perception and open you up to an understanding that you are a piece of God. And in that, everything that was presented today, you can drop your notes. It goes in and stays at some level because you have that same attribute that you learned so long ago of a Creator who could listen to 1 billion prayers. And in that, you also have the ability to stop for just a moment and open up your countenance, your entire spiritual being. Think of it as an opening flower that has been closed like a rose for so long. But then given just the right impetus, it might open up just slowly enough to let in what you came for. Not the information, that's there as well, but an infusing of something you didn't expect right now. Right now. Those who sit in the chairs who want it, something that's going to blossom a little later and something that you're going to feel. Perhaps now, perhaps days from now. When you start to analyze what happened this weekend and you say, something happened to me, and it wasn't the information. Dear ones, prepare to get bigger in a spiritual way than you think. That is why you came. Not just to this meeting, but perhaps why you're on the planet. Open up that flower for a moment and then close it in a moment, because this is a precious place that you expose, where it's absolutely safe to be. And in that moment, right now, I want you to feel the infusing of love and compassion pouring into you. Like Spirit, like God has all of a sudden extended his hand, her hand, and in that you take it. And you say, I've been waiting for this moment. Mastery is part of this process. You deserve it. It is your lineage. You're here for it, and you don't have to work. All you have to do is understand. Right now, with that flower open, give permission to flow into you. Let the spigot open and let it pour into you, and understand that this is why you came. It is your privilege, your magnificence, to receive every single thing that you think you came for. Dear ones, the issue is this. The image of the Creator is here, and it's far larger than anything you've ever been told, ever, on this planet. That is the discovery at hand. Feel it. Feel it. Accept it if you wish. It's your free choice to have opened the flower or not. It always will be. It always will be. Nothing is pushed upon you that you did not ask for. Nothing. Slowly close the petals of the flower, because you expose something precious, something that only you would expose when you know it's safe. And that is your inner core self. That's why you came. There have been those who say, how does God see me? And that is such an open question. It's beyond the perception of anything that you think God sees you as. How do you see your children? What kind of love and compassion do you have for your own flesh and blood? You are part of the creation. Your soul is eternal. It never was created. It never will end. It is part of the Creator. That's who you are. That's how God sees you. He doesn't see you in human form, does not see you as a name, but sees your soul, which God created as family. You are seen as an equal, as family, as beloved, cherished, and loved. And that is the truth that you needed to hear. Go from this place differently. And when you have a quiet time, you might even, when you're alone, raise your hand and say, was this real? And prepare for the chills to come in that would say to you, welcome to family, dear ones, in a way you never expected. This is why I came to this planet, for this time. Not 20 years ago, but for now. This is why the channels have changed and my partner has changed. It is time for revelation. And the ones who are going to receive the most are the old souls, just like the ones sitting in the chairs right now before me. And so it is.